Yes, item 2, creation of a new position. It's recommended the position of Director of Digital Learning be created. This position will be an administrative position of 210 days at a salary index of 1.156.
Is there a motion to approve the creation of a new position?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Just a little bit of information on this item. We have discussed for several months, actually years, over 18 months, Mr. Bornstein, high school principal, and Mr. Plotty, myself, and other folks in the curriculum area have discussed how we serve students who are non-traditional students or students who need an online option. And currently we don't have great services in those areas. One of the things that we do know is that we have about $513,000 per year that is deducted from our funding from the state of Ohio for students who enroll in either online charters or other charter schools. This is intended to be a net neutral or net positive administrative position. So in other words, once we have 13 to 16 students enrolled in this program, it will be net neutral. In other words, we'll reduce that deduction from the state by the amount of this salary, and then eventually as we build students, it will become a profitable venture for us. It is a situation where we receive $2,500 from the state of Ohio per student. When a student leaves, then they take $6,100. So there are local tax dollars that do go with students that leave our district for charter or online schools. So that's where we get the payback. The reason that we don't know how many exactly it takes to return that investment, students are funded at different levels depending on whether they're excuse me, identified with a learning disability or some other special education category. The different categories receive a different funding level and a different calculation or weight. Therefore, if a student does come back to us that is in one of those categories, we have varying different amount of money that does return or does not get deducted. So we're excited about this. We have an opportunity to offer something to our students that live in our community that aren't using Hoover High School or North Canton City Schools for their curriculum or their educational delivery system currently, and we can have Hoover students receive a Hoover diploma and in the same methods that they're currently receiving outside of our district. So we're excited about this. We believe that it can be a net positive program for our district.
Mr. Wendell, 2 questions. So roughly we have, what, 80 or 90 students?
Yeah, about 95 students, yes.
And with ECOT collapsing, I assume this fills a void that some of our students were using.
Yes,
To justify
yes,
that.
can fill a void, yes, because one large provider did close.
Okay. Any other questions?
Do you have any idea how many other school districts have had a digital academy?
Yes, in the early 2000s, many districts in our county opened what are called charter, online charter schools or online academies. 7, I believe, in the county still have a separate, what's called an IRN or a separate school district that offers online curriculum. They're called a Maslin Online Academy. They're a separate school, totally separate board, and so on. That's not what we're proposing. Many of the 17 districts in our county and of the 25 regionally, I don't know the exact number, but many of them offer some kind of offering within their district, such as we're proposing, to offer these kind of services to our kids. And so most do.
Most.
Yes.
It's a move that, it's a good move, because in the public schools, we need to be offering choices for our parents, for our students, because all things are getting different. 25 years ago, we started the comprehensive collaborative of the 5 school districts, and that was to deflect open enrollment. This, I think, helps us to bring back those kids who are in charter schools, because charter schools can be devastating to public schools. So I think it's a really good move. I think it's going to be good for kids. It's going to be a hard job, whoever takes it, but it's a good move.
It's one other statement. Some have asked why we didn't start it last year and include our current administrative team. We're a team of 20. The plates are full. We are going to, you'll see later in the agenda, add back the full-time middle school assistant principal because it's needed. We tried.
And I'll add, when I was in Kansas, we started a charter school, online charter school. And one of the reasons it was a disaster is because we didn't add anybody. We added the job to one of our current administrators. And it takes a lot more work than one would realize.
Yes. Thank you.
Roll call?
Roden?
Yes.
Zarko?
Yes.
Greenwald?
Yes.
Van Branken?
Yes.
Stroya?
Yes.
Thank you.